Greeting interwebs, this is JackKK. Welcome back to my battle and finally back to regular old Wi-Fi battles, because between all of that battling from conventions and a bit of the showdown session, it's been a while since I commentated a Pokemon battle, so pardon me if I'm a little rusty, but I won't let that be an excuse. For this battle, I was in the chat of a stream, and sometimes when I'm in the stream of a chat, sometimes I just go to other people that are in the chat and ask for battles, because the streams I go to are popular enough where the battler can get enough battles on his own. And this was a situation of that. I think it was going in with the premise of it being a UU battle, although now that I actually look closely, and you guys can see too, there is one thing that stands out on my opponent's team that kind of doesn't belong, but that doesn't slow me down, to say with as little spoilers as possible, so I figure it was still a good battle to share. At least my team is UU, or at least underrated, and besides that one Pokemon, I believe my opponent falls under the same. I had a good time with the battle, so that's enough justification for me. It'll make for a good commentary warm-up if nothing else. I'm sorry I didn't get your Twitch name when we were battling. Normally for my stream battles I would actually do that, and from videos from now on, I'll do a better job getting those names, even if it's a battle that doesn't happen in my own stream. But with all those details out of the way, only other thing I can think about is this battle has a lot of old faces that I'm pretty sure we haven't seen in a while, and one new one in the form of that Blastoise at the far end there. At least I'm pretty sure I've never showed off that Pokemon, because it's one of the few Pokemon I've been using for more underrated things that I've raised a lot more recently than Pokemon like Toast or even Chie-senpai. So this might be a good battle to reintroduce you to some faces. So beginning off the battle here, I lead off with good old Chie-senpai, and my opponent's gonna lead off with Manny the Manaswine. Clever name, by the way. And I think I am starting to become too predictable, because I am gonna go for that safe fake out play here, and my opponent switches right into the Aegislash. So yeah, at least it wasn't high jump kick. Then again, I don't really feel the Stone Edge would have been much better, so better to safe play and try to flinch something. During my swap, my opponent takes the opportunity to do the Swords Dance, but Sahara does not care. Maybe if my opponent was actually a different set, who knows what could have been done differently. This could have been avoided, but a single Earthquake is going to be plenty. Heck, probably having the Shadow Sneak probably would be helpful. Unless he was over-predicting. You never know what the opponent's thinking. And that's half the fun of a battle, I suppose. You could try to predict, but if you predict too much, you over-predict. Speaking of predicting, an Ice Beam is kinda obvious here, so I just go into my shield, figuring this would be a fair time to get up a life screen or something. And as you'll see here, I was right into predicting the very, very obvious Ice Beam. And Shield has no care about Ice Beam, because Shield is no ordinary Bell. Because he's probably more of a Bell than a Shield, despite his name. But you know what Bells don't like, apparently? They don't like the Dark Pulses to the face. So I'm going to be able to get up my light screen, but not anything more, thanks to that overwhelming Dark Pulse power. You know, I think that Ice would normally do bad things to a Bell. Like maybe freeze it and kind of break it, make it not make bell noises anymore, but Shield just takes it like a man. Speaking of predictions, obvious play here, me going for that Volt Switch, him swapping into the Manaswine, nothing happening. I'm not sure quite what he was expecting, because he can't hit me with ground type moves. The ice moves aren't really going to be that big, so this overheat should have been pretty obvious, but eh. I'm not gonna complain, I get a good chunk of damage off, I don't take it out. So that's pretty good for my opponents, because he's going to be able to preserve Manny for later. What will he go into? Why the Noivern, of course. Thankfully, I wasn't really going to go for another overheat trying to finish it off. I decided to go for Confuse Ray. Why? Well, my special attack was lower, so I'm pretty sure at the time I was thinking, I'll just go for a Confuse Ray. Maybe it'll finish itself off. If not, it'll give me a good opportunity to switch. And that's exactly what I do. With that hurt to the confusion, I don't even have to worry about this Noivern. And I can go right into my Blastoise, I believe. Yep, Bentley the Blastoise here. Out of the kick butt and take some names. Sure, that Ice Beam is really obvious, but who knows? Maybe my opponent will overpredict. I kinda don't mind any Pokemon my opponent has taking that Ice Beam, so who knows what he has in store. He does break for that confusion and has the Boom Burst, but oh man, take a look at this. Look how little damage that Boom Burst does. Sure, it's not stab, but I like to give a lot of props to how defensive my Bentley is. I'm surprised this Ice Beam took it out, especially after Yache Berry. But I guess that goes to show you can't protect a Winged Dragon from an Ice Beam, even with a Yache Berry, so don't even bother. You're better off giving it a stash. Mr. Tickles here, I shouldn't have been so worried about, but Bentley's water. Let's just get our Electric type in. And this works out for me, because I don't have to worry about getting paralyzed. That probably would have sucked to have a paralyzed Bentley out on the field. But it seems my opponent wants nothing to do with this Rotom either, so it's going to go straight for that Volt Switch. Tosos is going to eat that berry up to get his health, and Mr. Tickles is going to go back. I don't know what Mr. Tickles had in store for me, besides that whole paralyzing tickle stuff, I suppose. I kinda overplayed my cards. I got a little too crazy on the confusion hacks here, because, let's be honest, if he breaks free confusion, it's gonna hurt. And guess what? He does not get hurt by that confusion, so he's gonna get that water pulse off, and Toast is gonna die. Then again, I guess that's the problem with having an electric fire type. You're weak to the one thing that you're pretty darn good at. Thankfully we have Chie, and Chie's just pretty much awesome against everything. So Chie's just gonna get in here, fake out, high jump kick, and BAM! You are certainly not a defensive Blastoise. Cause that high jump kick put you to the next dimension, man. And don't think your Volcarona is gonna do much better, cause Stone Edge, bam. I guess it might have saw that Stone Edge coming with that whole focus sash. Go for the Quiver Dance. And you're really giving a lot of hope that your speed boost is gonna outspeed my Chie. So that was my mindset, swapping out there instead of going for the U-turn. Plus, I figured it's the best opportunity for Shadow to get on the field, because it's gonna get a bit of a stats boost. And when that can happen, Shadow's at its most awesome. That Giga Drain's gonna do nothing. Definitely not predicting the Diddle to come out there at that particular time. Which is a-okay by me, because I do not need the Quiver Dance. Diddle here can go right for that Bug Buzz, taking it out. And I have a full health Volcarona with a Quiver Dance up the sleeve. Almost gonna say +1 Quiver Dance there. Thankfully, Leftovers takes it away full health. It's like nothing happens. It's up, I have a stats boost. Ditto. That's a Volcarona in disguise. But that disguise is definitely not gonna be an issue. It may be a disguise, but it's gonna do more than the real deal. Mr. Tickles did not stand a chance. And mine here is kinda in such a bad situation. Shadow's just gonna pretty much clean up everything that's still remaining. You can try that priority, that's pretty much the only thing you could do. But the Giga Drain's just gonna take it out. So game, set, match. A good game from my opponent though. And I hope you guys enjoyed this Pokemon battle. I realize it's a little more one-sided than what I might normally share, but I hope you all enjoyed it nevertheless. If you did like this video, I highly encourage you to hit that like button on the YouTubes. Feel free to comment as well. What you want coming up, I will leave up to you. I guess you could tell me what your favorite UU Pokemon is. And there will be people slashed if you say AG slash. I kid. I just couldn't resist the pun. And if you enjoyed my commentaries, feel free to check out the rest of my channel for other commentary stuff. If you like Pokemon battles, you should see a prompt on screen for annotation style. That'll allow you to check out other Pokemon battles that I've commentated. And by the time this goes up, there should be something interesting going on Jacket K Mutes. Cause with the release of Smash Bros. For the 3DS, I was thinking, hey, people like Smash Bros. I have fun with Smash Bros. Why not record replays? So since they're not commentated, I just have them being uploaded every now and then on the Mute channel. To get to that, just go to my channel and look around the right, and you should see some related channels. Jacket K Mute will be one of them. Alternatively, I could just put it in the description of the video. Thank you all for watching and listening to my rambling, and I hope to see you all for the next Pokemon battle.